Hi, Stuart Rowan here to introduce you to DC's Frame Fingers. This innovative product was awarded first place in the category of new gadgets at the University of Florida's Bee College. When a beekeeper inspects your hives, they have in mind to find as much information as possible about the hive and to cause as little disruption in the homeostasis of the hive as possible. Best practice encourages the beekeeper to remove one frame, thus allowing you to work the rest of the frames carefully and systematically while they remain in the hive. In spite of this, most frame hanger solutions have up to 5 different spaces on the outside of the hive. This means that the hangers are big and bulky. It also means that if you try to stand close to the hive where you're working the far frame, or if you're trying to work at a second level, these will be in your way and be causing you pain. In fact, you can even hit them and knock the frames loose if you're not careful. DC's Frame Fingers offer a better solution on a lot of different levels. First of all, they are extremely small. You can carry them in your pocket, you can drop them in your tool bag. In fact, the way they're designed, you can even take them and wear them on your finger while you're manipulating the bars and the hives in your frame. They're very, very small. It can easily be attached to your finger while you're doing that. Secondly, they're very, very durable. They're cut from billet aluminum. If they get dropped or put in your toolbox, or if you accidentally step on it, they're not going to deform or change shape and become unusable. In fact, they're warranted for a lifetime. Anytime that one breaks, or if one were to break, simply bail it back and you'll be sent a new one. Only thing you have to pay is the postage. Thirdly, these frame fingers fit in tight spaces. Can you imagine if you have several hives lined up on your stand and you're trying to work the frames in between them? Very simple to take one out and hang it there. You only use about 2 inches of space between your hives. Number 4, the hive fingers, the frame fingers rather, are not proprietary, which means you don't have to have a left one or a right one. They're exactly the same. Could you imagine with ones that have left and right, you get to the hive and you realize you picked up 2 lefts or 2 rights? All you have to do is grab 2 of these out of your box and you have a matched set. Number 5, these frame fingers fit on multiple platforms. That's probably the best and most sellable part of this whole product. Whether you have a full Langstroth, a Wary, even if you're using a top bar hive, whatever the difference, whatever the length of the frames that you're using, even mini nukes or nuke frames, those will fit right into the frame fingers. So no matter what size you're using, they'll fit. Number 6, while this is a standard 3/4 inch box, some people don't use 3/4. Perhaps you make it out of plywood. Nuke breeders, queen rearers sometimes use different size wood. If that's the case and you're using a different size wood, you can order 10 or more and they will be cut exactly to fit whatever size wood it is that you want to use it for. Number 7, these things are inexpensive. By that I mean you can buy a set of frame fingers for less than $15. Number 8, these things are made in the USA by beekeepers for beekeepers. DC's Frame Fingers.